So what's an executor responsible for? Their responsibility is to manage and wind down the deceased person's estate. They have to resolve any debts that person had, distribute assets to their heirs, file legal paperwork. And I'm going to go through a very simplified list of things that are included in the estate administration process. So if I handle an estate for someone, our firm handles almost all of these steps for them. For the executor, administrator, trustee, depending on what the person had as far as an estate plan, it could be called any number of those things. The first thing really is mostly up to the family, and that is to arrange the funeral. You request the burial or cremation, you order death certificates, and that type of thing. The second step is to find and organize all of the estate's assets and debts. Third, you become the executor or administrator, so you get appointed by the court if it's going through probate. Fourth, you send notifications, so you notify the beneficiaries, you notify other family members, Social Security, their banks, their credit cards, that type of thing. Fifth thing, you manage the estate, so you maintain any assets, you plan the asset distribution. 6, you resolve debts, so you pay off any debts in full or you arrange for debt forgiveness depending on what's in the estate. File taxes, so you would need to file relevant tax returns, which would include, if you're in Pennsylvania, the inheritance tax return. You'd file the decedent's tax return, income tax return, an estate income tax return potentially. Then you finally make distributions after the state, if you're in Pennsylvania, gives you approval. Then you wrap everything up, you finalize the estate settlement, including probate. If there needs to be a final accounting, that is done. And that really is a simplified list. There's a lot that goes into these things, and there are many additional steps that I sort of glossed over here. I actually saw a statistic in Pennsylvania from a couple of years ago that on your own, without an attorney, it takes an executor or an administrator or trustee an average of 570 hours and about 16 months to settle an estate. And from that, about 80% take 18 months because there's some that take a lot longer. So it is a process in dealing with this. But I'm happy to help. I'm happy to answer any questions that you have about this process. Please don't hesitate to ask. And until next time, have a great week.